Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's 11:09 a.m. in the morning on December 1st. Whoa! We've made it to the last month, guys. We've made it to the last month of 2022. We survived this long. But yeah, anyways, today is December 1st. And it is a Thursday, and usually I have nothing to do on Thursdays, but today will be slightly interesting again. Because, okay, so right now I'm in my pajamas, so I'll be doing some exercise on my bed later. Afterwards, today, I'm going to, for real, fucking finish Ghost in the Shell and the Parallax View back to back, and then I'm going to film a mini movie review video. And then, at 4 p.m., I'm going to go to my college main campus for the ICC social thing. Pepper will be there. And I believe a lot of people will show up, so that's that. And then immediately after that, I may go to UCLA. I want to talk about something, and that is something Pepper said to me yesterday that's I think concludes her really well. And something that I will not forget. And that is like seize the day, carpe diem. No, she didn't say carpe diem, but what she meant was carpe diem. What if she dies tomorrow? So she needs to live to the fullest. And while I still don't find Pepper the most interesting girl ever, that's, I think, really, I think there's something a little exciting about that, because that's literally the opposite of the way I live. But I think my ultimate conclusion yesterday, or not really ultimate conclusion, but the big thing I realized yesterday was, holy fuck, okay? Holy fuck. Pepper is the first girl and first person ever that I worry for, that I truly wholly care for. Like, I care about if Pepper gets hurt, gets injured. I'm like, I care for her. If Pepper is stressed, I care about her. Pepper's PIQs and applications, like, I really want to help her without any benefit or whatnot. And I don't know why people don't remember me. Like, I was lowest of the lowest of the lowest. I have zero self-esteem. During those times, I had zero self-esteem. This is why I never had to worry about Natalie. Natalie could slit her wrists, bang her head against the table, and yeah, that's bad, but I never had to worry about her, because if Natalie does that, 12 friends of hers will just show up and form a circle around her and soothe her and comfort her. If I do that, nobody will do that for me. So this is what I actually realized, though. Part of the reason why I was interested in Mary was because I was so vulnerable. I was so weak. In conclusion, my self-esteem caused me to not love. Okay? Because my love has to be born from a very vulnerable place. So I have to feel really, really weak and vulnerable. And I have to hate myself in order to love someone else. And, so last night I continued to think. And I realized that I've never really been better. I'm still trash, actually. Okay, at the main campus, just ran into JT. Let's hope they allow me to get in. I don't even know what they're doing.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you. I won't.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at UCLA. And I'm going to walk all the way to the bear statue for the protest, which is going to be fun. So yeah, it's like 6:48 p.m. right now, and the protest will start at 7 p.m. And since it's near my place, I'm just gonna go. So yeah, and I ate a bunch of food at the meeting just now, so I'm not gonna be hungry until a long time later. What the heck is going on over there? UCLA at night really hits different. Took a bus for about 35 minutes, and then I arrived at the main campus. And then the moment I arrived, I saw a familiar face. And that's right, that is JT. So I suddenly saw JT out of nowhere, and he's like, and she asked me, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, no." She asked me if I just got off a class, and I said, "No, I'm here for like an ICC meeting thing." And then I asked, "How about you?" And then she said, "I just got off a class." And I wanted to walk with her a little bit because I just do that with people I know, I guess. I don't know. So I like, as she's walking towards the bus stop, I walk with her for like a couple steps. And she looked at me weird, like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "No, I'm waiting for people too." And she's like, "Okay, bye." And I'm like, "Okay, bye." So I waited outside a little bit, and then I went to the third floor, and it looks like there were nobody there. And then I hear some noise, and I even WhatsApp Pepper. I'm like, "Where are you?" Because I don't want to walk into a room and I don't know anyone, and it's fucking awkward. I need someone like Pepper to like cling onto and stick onto and something like that. See, after last night and this morning's talk about vulnerable and stuff, I actually got a little more vulnerable. I'm like, "Oh, I can't walk into a room full of people I don't know." Pepper would do that any day, but I wouldn't, you know. But yeah, I just walked into the room at the end because I'm like, fuck it. And then the first girl I saw is Pepper. So Pepper and Aoba sat together with 4 other people, 3 girls and a guy, 3 women and a guy. I think a couple of Latinas. There's a white guy and there's another white girl who is not American, who apparently is a Ukrainian girl. She's the first Ukrainian person I've ever seen in my life. And then I just like joined in, and then apparently they're playing bingo. Like there's a sheet of paper and you have to, find a person who is studying a second year at this college. Find a person who can name 3 Southeast Asian countries. And apparently I'm the only one who can do that out of the whole room. Turns out there's free food. There's a ham and cheese sandwich, there's a cookie with a pack of potato chips. I ate the sandwich, but at that point it was like 4 p.m, so I wasn't that hungry. Pepper wasn't that hungry too, but I managed to finish it by 6 p.m. And that's great because I'm not hungry until a long time later today. So Aoba left. Apparently she's working at the bodega, a place where you sell things, like a shop in the college, and she's actually getting paid for it. What the fuck? I want to get paid too. So, let's hope I can find like an on-campus job, or something like a new well, just I hope I find a new job in 2023. But anyways, Alba left first, and then people started leaving, and then near the end, Pepper left. Now, I could have, put everything back into my bag and then leave with her, but today I decided not to. I just let her go. I don't know why. I guess it's because I want some isolation time between me and her, but I think also because if I leave with her, then everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, you two are like something." I left. I took a bus all the way to UCLA. It took almost an hour, but I arrived around 6:50 something, and I'm there. I found a bear, and I found Thomas. He's very easy to find. At first, there aren't a lot of people, and I was prepared to be disappointed. Like, ooh, okay, this is probably not gonna be like the Hong Kong protests. It's gonna be a lot tamer, and people are gonna be so confused. I feel like a fucking veteran, and that's ironic because back in Hong Kong, I'm very much not a veteran. But yeah, we just stood up from 7 p.m. to about 8:45-ish, and we didn't move at all, which is very different. In Hong Kong, protests move, and there's not a lot of talking. There's a lot of slogan yelling, a lot of walking, even singing, but this protest is a lot different. This is more of a memorial activity, but it's still really heartwarming and tear-jerking to see it. So I wore my hoodie and my mask so that nobody could see me, and if there are any cameras, they wouldn't see me. When I was in Film 40, I wasn't ballsy enough to like speak to the Indian professor a lot, but Cliff and Leslie are ballsy enough to do that. So they became like favorites of the professor. Like the professor personally appointed Leslie to be a grip for the short film, and then the Indian professor told Elin, the Malaysian photographer, or someone else, I forgot, that Cliff is good at cinematography. And I'm like, bro, I want to make an impression on him too. Even though I will literally gain nothing, he still won't help me write a letter rec or anything like that. I want to just impress people, that's all. So I really hope to see him tomorrow. So yeah, so after tomorrow's cafe with Andrew, I'm gonna immediately go to a CMD to help out with the shoot. Hopefully the Indian professor shows up. And then at 5 p.m., there's a script writing club meeting. So tomorrow I have 0 time to do anything. Literally. It's like a meme. So there's that. Oh, there we go. All right. Time now is December 2nd on time now is 10:30 p.m. on December 2nd. I end up not watching House of the Dragons episode 4 yesterday because I ran out of time. But I did spend about like 40 something minutes to edit the Film 32 short film. And apparently it's really easy to edit because there are not a lot of coverage. There isn't a lot of coverage. Oh boy, today is gonna be absolute nuts. So today, early in the morning, I am going to go all the way to West Hollywood to meet up with Andrew from Film 32 to talk about the editing of his scene. Next thing is I'm probably gonna have a lunch there or half a lunch there, and then I'm gonna come back home and put down my laptop and hard disk and everything, and then I'm gonna eat a little more, like lunch part 2, and then I'm going to go to CMD again to help out with Film 33, their short film. And please, 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 the Indian professor shows up. Last night before I went to bed, I feel a sense of melancholy somehow. Like maybe it's because I've been stressed out lately, even though it doesn't feel like it. Maybe it's because lately I've been thinking about how I want to be vulnerable. That's why I'm allowing myself to be stressed out again. For one of the days, they put Maebashi, which is literally right beside Takasaki, but it's a little bit farther away. I'm going to take that chance to go to Takasaki, Shorinzan. I'm sure Maebashi also has its fair share of funness, but the Shorinzan is one of the coolest freaking temples I think I will be able to see in my life. Legit. So yeah, in conclusion, if I don't get to go to those places, then I'll just go myself. Like if we don't go as a collective, then I'll just go there myself, solo trip. And that's something I legit want to do actually. Like given that Pepper randomly went to Riverside and how Zara is traveling to Chicago and New Orleans and New York City all by herself. Like I can do shit like that. I can travel around in Tokyo all by myself. I can travel around Japan by myself. It's way less dangerous in Japan anyways. Finally, oh yeah, speaking of Pepper, last night Pepper opened a texting group, a DM group on Instagram, where it's basically me, JT, Potter, and her. And it's the name of the group is just a Hong Kong flag. And essentially, Pepper's like, when do we want to Dabinlo Jun Sam? Which means after the semester is over, like when do we want to do a hot pot? See? And then JT's like, December 15th. Great, that's Pepper's birthday, sure. So I'm gonna have to buy gifts for Pepper. And I don't want to ignore Potter, so I'll buy something for Potter too. And then everyone will forget my birthday because I'm the first person to have a birthday. Or the first one in the year, anyways, of course. Alright, right now I'm at West Hollywood. Whole street is empty, and I'm going to meet Andrew from Film 32. Whew. Let's do it. I still got paint on my shoes. Well, we're back at Melrose Avenue, and this is the cafe. Alright, turns out I'm earlier than Andrew. I feel like Andrew's the type of guy who's super punctuous, but punctuous? But I guess not.
Oh my god, those are, I thought those were radishes. No, those are flowers. Wow.
They're just flower petals. Alright, time now is 2:29 p.m. I'm back in my apartment. I ate some food at the cafe. There's a toast with like goat cheese in it, cream cheese, and like flower petals and tomatoes. It's not bad, but it's definitely not lunch worthy. So I'm gonna cook myself very simple, okay? Boiled egg, bacon, and then that's enough. And then I'm gonna immediately head out to CMD. It's already quite late. I don't want to miss the awesome moments with the Indian professor and the Mexican professor. I need to be there. Pepper's probably there. Alba, I don't think Alba's there. But you never know. You never know with her. Leslie, Cliff, people are going to be there. I need to be there as well. Okay, I need to exist. And I'm fighting for my existence. But yeah, it was a pretty good first half of a day. You know, raining in the morning. Went to the cafe. Turns out I was early. And he immediately ordered like a ham and cheese sandwich and a coffee. I don't want to eat sandwiches again. I literally ate one yesterday. So, literally exactly ham and cheese, by the way. And, yeah, and then I ordered. But he's generally impressed. He's like, oh, nice cut. Like, some of the cuts surprised him. He's like, oh, why haven't you cut to the medium shot? And then when the main actress smashed a cupcake with her hand, I sort of cut mid-action so that she's like doing this, and then it cuts to a medium shot, and then she smashed the cupcake, and it's like a really good cut. That's my favorite cut, you know, of all the cuts. And then he still fixed a few things. He's like, oh, you can add an over the shoulder here. You may add an insert here as well. Maybe this cut is a little too early, a little too late. But mostly it was done. And then he's like, oh, maybe we could also add some fancy title sequences and whatever.
You guys have to put this in one side. Yeah. Oh, you guys took out the wood, the wood?
Yeah, so fucking cool. Oh. God damn.
A little bit slightly. Another composition. We go 1, 2, and 3.
I think what we need to do is hold on. First, can you move this here? Okay, I think that's good. Okay.
Ooh, that's a red camera. Wow.
Oh, Alex, did you find it already? No?
No.
Okay, let me try to find some.
Something I'm thinking. The cards you
No, I mean like. We go lower? No. Okay, so all she needs is a slightly higher chair.
Yeah?
So you asked her? Okay. Is there a way we can contact directly?
Like straight line?
Yeah.
Always get a twist.
Will it make sense? What? Imagine that.
If I'm reality sitting right there,
Uh-huh.
Well, but it's the same issue. We have a geography issue right now, so it's not much of a.
Can we change the lens? Can
Come back here, maybe this one is fly out. Then we can do this whole thing here.
well, what is the reason to go this?
Well, so much for fucking hell. So much for trying to look for my fucking HSBC card. So let's talk about the second half of today. My air vent is just on for no reason. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess. It's pretty fun though, but pretty wild. So today, for the second half, I forgot to mention what I ordered in that cafe. Hot chocolate, and then oh, that's my mom. Okay, everything's chaos. Okay, chaos, great. So hot cup of hot chocolate, and a seasonal toast. We walked in, and then boom, everyone's there. Alba, Leslie, Patrick, of course the Film 33 people, everyone's there, you know. People like Patrick, Alba, Kanata, everyone. Cliff is there, you know, the gang is there, everyone's there. Harrison, the golden retriever. Harrison the golden retriever, that's his name. Like, that's his nickname. And Evelyn the JoJo fan. So, I chatted with a lot of people for a while. I chatted with I chatted with Evelyn again. After like 2 Thursdays ago, I saw Evelyn for the first time, or I think 3 Thursdays ago, and she's like the JoJo fan that I met on Discord, like way back in 2021. Patrick showed up out of nowhere and gave me a camera, gave me a Nikon camera with an 18 to 55 lens with a fisheye converter. And that's a lot of fun. Like, I got to play around with the fisheye a lot, and he said, okay, just help me take some behind the scenes shots. And I'm like, okay. So that's what I did for the whole day. I just waved around his camera and I just took a lot of pictures. It was so much fun. I went in and out of set, and I felt a little excluded almost, because I'm just a tiny, weeny little behind the scenes guy. You know, I'm just a behind the scenes photo shoot guy. So Alba's first AC, what the fuck? She's not even gonna join Film 33, and she's fucking first AC. She's one of the first ACs for this shoot, which is fucking insane. A huge honor, right? Leslie is a grip, and she's really serious. She looks so serious today, and like she's like, she's like, you know, there's something so fucking serious about her. But every time she gets close to me, she just tells me, oh, I want to die. I want to die. But yeah, I got to play with the camera a lot. And then the gem of the day is really the Indian professor. Finally saw him in the flesh. It's amazing. And I'm like, man, I got to speak to him. I got to speak to the guy. So at one point, I actually walked up to him and I said, Professor? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, and he's busy. So he's walking around and I'm chasing after him. And I said, you know, I emailed you and you said there are filming opportunities. Are you referring to this? And he's like, yeah. And also there's another Emmy internship thing. Email me again. Remind me again. I'll forward the email Emmy internship thing to you. And I'm like, okay. So there's that. And then at 5:10, I went up the stairs for my scriptwriting club meeting. Yeah, I and Thomas first thought nobody would show up, but turns out about 5 people showed up. Miles, Kat, the guy who's a little mentally disabled, and 2 other dudes. Yeah, you know, anyways, after the scriptwriting club meeting, about 6:30 p.m., I went back down. I got Patrick's camera again, I got Cliff's camcorder, and I got my own phone, and 3 freaking recording devices, okay, at the Video Village, just filming everything. I got a lot of great shots, and, you know, the Film 33 people, I don't know why, but they seem like they're the higher-ups. I mean, they are the higher-ups, but there's something about them that's so like, oh, they're so much more powerful than we. We are Film 32, we're weak, you know, we're measly. But, at some point, Alba's like, Alba, the Mexican girl, she's like, oh, are you taking the BTS shots? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, that's cool. Can you record it? Can you record videos on it? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, can you record more? And I'm like, sure. And then she said thank you, and I'm like, I don't really know how to respond. I'm like, okay, you're welcome. And then a little bit later, Hinata, the Brazilian girl, who is always like busy with stuff, really like went up to me and said, oh, thank you for taking me behind the scenes. And I'm like, you're welcome, it's fun. And she's like, oh, I know. And that's kind of weird because I've never really spoken to them a lot. Yeah, got a lot of cool. At some point I was at the Video Village and I was so afraid to get into the set because like they're doing the serious shit in the set, and I don't want to interrupt them or something. So I got a camera, and Patrick came out, and Patrick was like, oh, you know, you can actually go in and sneak in and take a few shots. And I'm like, really? So I tried to sneak in, and at the entrance of the set, they built like a triangular tunnel or something. The Indian professor showed up out of nowhere, and he's like, go back. Oh wait, actually, you're behind the scenes, right? Go in and take some photos. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went in and took some photos and stuff. And it's really cool. And then that's it. And then at the end, so I want to be credited in this short film as a behind the scenes photographer, even though it's kind of lame, but having a credit is always cool. And then so if I want to be credited, I have to be on the fucking call sheet. So Aoba told me to speak to Hinata. And then Hinata, the Brazilian girl, so I actually walked up to her and told her, and she's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll add you onto the call sheet. Alright, time now is 12:06 afternoon on December 3rd. And he said, yeah, you know, and I told him I've never gotten high before. And he said, oh, you should totally try, you know, I got edible weed. So at that point I'm like, oh, okay. It's that again. So Pepper, JT, Potter, Connor, Justin does it. And then Cliff showed me a photo of Justin being high, and it looks like he's meditating on his bed, and it was kind of funny. And I told Justin that, and Justin's like, fuck Cliff. You know, Cliff passed out that day, so Cliff also does that shit. It wouldn't surprise me if Leslie does that shit, because Leslie vapes too. So literally everyone and their moms take edible weed. So I guess I have to do it now. But the thing is, okay, it's fine if I take edible weed because I won't die. It's just that I won't be able to brag to people that, oh, you know, I've never taken drugs before in my life, but yet I'm able to come up with all this crazy, wacky movie ideas. Like, you know, because there have been so many times in my life, I'm not even fucking high, I'm not even under the influence of anything, but I'm like borderline insane. Like, yeah, so, and I'm genuinely interested. But yeah, I almost feel like, oh man, everyone and their mom does it, but I don't do it. Fuck, you know. But yeah, you know, so last night I did a lot of stuff and I didn't finish F for Fake. I almost fell asleep in the middle of the movie, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go to sleep. So okay, here's today. So I either wake up early today and finish F for Fake and then go to Ralph's and come back. I also texted Hinata saying that I won't be there until 2 p.m. Because I need to sleep. So, but now I've woken up naturally and kind of late, and I don't have time to go to Ralph's. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Another issue is I have tons of anthropology homework and biology homework coming up because it's the end of semester. So I'm going to start doing the anthropology, the EMIC report tonight, because the final draft is literally a couple days later. But then the final draft of the EMIC report and the rough draft of the EDIC report literally is on the same day. So what the fuck? Go to help out with Film 33 from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Alba won't be there, but I'll still be seeing people like Leslie and Cliff and Patrick and literally everyone and their moms. I thought Pepper would help out as well. I don't know. But I do feel like also I won't be filming any YouTube videos. There's an album review. I probably will do it tomorrow if I have time. That was a long time ago, so.
Yeah, I get you. We were still getting to know one another.
Well, they're in the middle of a shoot. I got Patrick's camera and I'm just gonna grab a cinnamon roll because I had cup noodles for lunch and it's not enough. I don't even have a fork. Oh, never mind, there is a fork. Oh, never mind, that's not a fork. Alright, time now is 9:47 p.m. on December 3rd. I don't know why, but the air vent is on. Again, for no reason whatsoever. So, that's great. So, let's quickly wrap up today. From 2:30 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. I was at CMD taking photos for the behind the scenes and for the Film 33 short film, and I learned several things. So first of all, at first when I arrived it was lunch break and I was a little disappointed. I was confused, disappointed, and a little not feeling great, you know. First of all, I thought Pepper would be there. Pepper WhatsApped me earlier today. Pepper called me, and then as soon as I picked it up, Pepper ended the call. But Pepper essentially like asked me, you know, like when is the shoot gonna end? And I thought she asked me all this because she's planning to go to help out with Film 33 today, but she didn't. I asked her, "Are you here?" And she's like, she's not here, but she says she'll go tomorrow. But the thing is, I won't go tomorrow. Like I use I use Patrick's fisheye little camera, like a mirrorless or DSLR. I think it's mirrorless. I don't know, and filmed through the viewfinder of an actual cinematic camera. And in that viewfinder, it's Alba. And then I zoomed out and I moved the camera and I moved Patrick's camera, and then it's Alba in real life, you know. And that's a really cool shot. I also did a shot where I basically tracked Harrison. Like I was behind Harrison and it was almost like a tracking shot in a film. I actually have a lot of fun with this. And then at some point, the Indian professor, who's a person I really want to have some small talk with, he told me that the way I'm holding the camera is wrong. I should use my left hand, my palm, to support the camera so that when I turn the zoom ring, like it's stable. So that's really cool. I'm happy that he's like talking to me and stuff, you know. I'm happy I'm like, you know, being acknowledged. And my existence is being acknowledged. And then I spoke with Evelyn, the JoJo fan, a lot today. So yeah, I got to speak to Betsy, and Betsy explained how much drama there is in this Film 33. Like not only did Theo and the Italian professor had an argument, but not about the editing, but one time Theo had to direct his scene for Film 32. And then on the exact same day, they're setting up something in the auditorium right beside the studio. And the other white guy professor started pulling people from Film 32 to help out with the auditorium stuff. And Theo got really mad. And Theo started arguing with the Italian professor. And then at some point, there's a woman whose name is Judy, and she also had a fight with the Italian professor. That's crazy. And then Rose, the French girl, at some point started to complain that Alba, the Mexican girl, is a little bit like not cool. I left I left after they wrapped today, but like they were gonna clean up a little bit. I'm just like, I gotta go home. Actually, like today, I even debated whether to go to Film 33 or not because I have shit tons of homework. I still haven't finished F for Fake. A woman wanted to see me, and that woman is So a long time ago, when I was 5 or 6 years old, I filmed an ad. I starred in an ad, and in that ad, there was a couple of boys, twins, and I became their friends, and my mom became the twins, the friends with the twins' mom. And so, one of the reasons why I got to go to this college that I'm studying in right now is because of the twins' mom's sister, who works for this agency company. This mom is in LA right now, and she wants to see me. And it's been a while, maybe a year or two, since we've seen each other. But it's also been 4 weeks since I've gone to the church, and as much as I don't want to go to the church, I kind of have to maintain relationships, you know, and to have a good lunch. But I told my mom this, and my mom's like, you know what, just meet the mom. Just meet the other mom. And Cliff even mentioned, like, how when Pepper saw me vape, Pepper was, like, so shocked. And Cliff was surprised by how shocked Pepper is. It's like Pepper didn't expect me to do that at all. To be fair, Pepper knew me a little more, and Pepper knew my personality more, and Pepper knew that I wouldn't do something like that normally, so Pepper's more shocked. That makes more sense. But still, I don't know. I just think, wouldn't it be cool if Pepper just like stare at me like and smiling evilly if I do? Like, again, I'm just like really imagining many different ways Pepper could be secretly fucking evil. Like, I just wish she is secretly evil or something like that, you know? But regardless, I'll be seeing, like, if I somehow do end up taking edible weed on December 15th and I see Pepper, like, high, this will be a side of Pepper I've never seen before. And if... Wow, alright. I just cleared all my storage space on my phone last night and it's still at 55 minutes left. That's great. So, time now is 10:22 a.m. on December 4th. So today I'm going to, originally the plan is to go to the church, but instead I will be going to meet the mom, my mom's friend. And then afterwards I'll go to Ralph's. But on top of that, even more importantly, I just need to finish a bunch of assignments. Last night I did a tiny bit of anthropology homework, but only a tiny bit, because I just can't think. The EMIC and the EDIC report, they're just so fucking difficult. Alright, time now is 12:02 afternoon. I just went outside of my apartment just to meet my mom's friend for like 5 minutes, 6-7 minutes, and then that's it, and then she's gone to the airport to Las Vegas. Yeah, I actually changed my clothes and everything because I thought we're actually going to go out and maybe eat lunch and maybe walk around and stuff, but no, it's just a meetup, and she gave me some of those stupid Chinese pills and the nuts, but I said I already have 2 boxes of those pills, so she's like, okay. But she gave me some nuts from Vietnam, so that's that. But yeah, I didn't go to church for this. It's kind of underwhelming. So now it's a good thing though, because now I have a lot of free time. I'm gonna go to Ralph's. I'm gonna change my clothes and everything and go to Ralph's later today. Alright, so let's assemble this thing. We got the yogurt, the avocado, the chicken. First of all, the yogurt. So let's get 2 nice spoons of it. Ah, yes. I've never used yogurt like this before. So this is my first time as well. Okay, just plain Greek yogurt, and then like spread it like that. Maybe a little more. Yep. Alright, this is my second wrap. I already prepared 1 wrap and it's right here. Okay. This time I put the avocado on top of the chicken so that it doesn't spill and it's less toasted. Wow, this thing is actually kind of huge. I can't really wrap it. Fuck. Well, this is more of a taco, less of a wrap. But, yeah, et voila. This is my yogurt, honey, avocado, chicken People are texting me. Okay, well, it's lunchtime. Cheers. This is the thumbnail. Fuck. It doesn't look that appetizing. If only I had tomatoes. First of all, oh wow. It's fucking raining. Why is it fucking raining? Oh my god. Alright, time now is 8:30. After standing in the rain for like 15 minutes, I finally got back home. This is what I got. For the first time in my life, I got cornstarch. And this is only one out of the 2 possible cornstarch options I can buy. Thanks to the store clerk. Okay. Lettuce. Tomatoes. 2 tomatoes. 2 husks of corn. 2 cucumbers. For the first time, nut mix. Pasta sauce. Small potatoes. Right here we got more brioche bread, hopefully not wet. I gotta buy this, I mean, come on. Gummy candy. Greek salad box. Smoked turkey. Carne asada. Frozen Indian food. Beef short ribs. I'm gonna chop it up. Pork chops. American cheese. $74. Also, it is important to note that I bought a can of Sprite last time I went to Nijia Market, and Cindy drank it. She probably think it's hers. This is the first time I tried to steam tofu with the rice cooker, and so much water came out. I don't know why, and it's collapsed. Also, Yep. Alright. This is very cooked. Okay. Oh, also, I marinated the pork chops with lemongrass marinade. It's 4 pork chops, which is really nice. I can eat 2 meals with this, 2 pork chops per meal, and then this is marinated in soy sauce, beef strips. The bag isn't even closed properly. What the fuck? This is the Sprite. Cindy's friend drank my Sprite and he didn't even fucking finish. I think he didn't even finish like most of it. Fuck. I really didn't do much today. I went to Ralph's. I went out to see my mom's friend for like 5 minutes. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much it. It was raining today. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. So Pepper actually did go to Film 33. And helped out for the first time, like for the shooting days, like not counting the prep. And she is chosen as first AC, and I'm a little jealous because first AC is a highly honorable job. I don't know why, but like, of course, being chosen as DP or director or producer is like fucking amazing, right? And first AD is amazing, but first AC is also up there. I feel like a lot of people love being first AC, but the funny thing with this semester's Film 33 is that nobody wants to be to be first AC. So now, that's pretty much it for today. Really, nothing all that crazy happened. Cindy's friend drank my Sprite. Oh yeah, when I was walking to the bus, to go to Ralph's, I saw Jacob, my Chinese roommate, and I was like, hey, hey, I waved at him, and he just walked past me. He wasn't even listening to music or wearing a mask or anything. I was wearing a mask, but he didn't see me at all. But yeah, I texted in the WhatsApp group chat, saying, who drank this Sprite? I took a picture of it, and then Jacob immediately replied saying, I didn't. And then Cindy's like, oh, it's my friend. Like, given how Cindy just dominates the whole apartment, her friend probably thinks the entire apartment is hers, so that friend could drink whatever they want, and not even drink the whole thing. Like, if you want to steal my shit, if you want to drink my soda, at least drink the whole thing, okay? When I spoke with Miriam last year, December, about how for first relationships, you need to be really fucking serious. And Miriam asked me, do I want it to be serious? And I said, yes, of course. And Miriam's like, yeah, of course, like, I expected you to say that. And then, you know, I mean it. Well, let's see how much Sprite is gone to waste. Great. Alright, time now is 10:53 a.m. in the morning on December 5th. Yeah, so I'm exactly 2 weeks away from the end of round 2. The air vent is on again for no reason whatsoever. So, yeah, what I'm gonna do today. So today is a Monday, which means it's Biology 3 class. Usually for biology classes, I wake up late at 11:30, but I'm not gonna do that today because there's a biology exam. Whee! So I'm going to have to study, and this time the topics explored in the exam is actually a little bit difficult, so I have to actually watch the lectures for the first time, watch the recorded lectures, especially for one of the chapters, because I didn't learn that at all back in secondary school, population ecology, even though it shouldn't be that difficult or anything. But, yeah, yesterday was kind of productive. I have to admit, yesterday was productive. 5 episodes of anime, half a movie. I finished one rough draft of my EDIC report, and then I finished the RP4 for my biology class. God damn. Yep. So I'm saying goodbye to a lot of the stuff. That's all I got. I wanted to buy back the tray, but she said she already packed it up, so I can't buy it back. I still got the white plates and white bowls. Oh boy. Okay, these aren't mine. Whew. Once again, nothing all that crazy happened today. Before I left the apartment today from a biology class, I did discuss with my roommate Cindy a little bit on what to buy back. I told her, and it was a little awkward. I don't know why, like, our relationship just isn't really that great. Like, there's sort of tension between us. Like, I wanted to act all nice and, oh, hey, what's up? But I just can't do that anymore. And she doesn't do that sort of shit with me either. When I started living here back on April 4th, I thought these plates and bowls were Jared's, honestly, the previous white guy roommate. So I thought Cindy wouldn't take them away, but apparently it's Cindy's. So, Cindy, I asked Cindy, where are they? And Cindy's like, oh, I'm packing them. And I said, can I buy them back? And Cindy's like, okay. And Sydney unpacked it for me. So I got back 4 white plates, 4 white bowls, and then a bunch of small plates as well. So, 4 big plates, 4 small plates, and then I also got 4 mugs, and then 2 towels hanging by the oven, and then there's the golden clippers. Oh my god, why am I holding this? This is becoming a bad habit for me. You know, golden clippers and friggin' what else did I buy back? I think that's it. Oh yeah, chopsticks, just a couple pairs of chopsticks. And it's $30, which is very reasonable. I think it's a bargain. I think it's a good deal. I went to biology class today, and then exam 4 begins, and I'm not that confident, but I really tried my best. And yeah, there are a couple of questions in the MCs that I was not so sure about, and there was a couple of very confusing moments in the writing part that I later found out that I was wrong, but I'm still kind of confident that I'm gonna get really good. After the exam, me, the white guy, another white guy who has a JoJo shirt on the first day. The first white guy I mentioned is the white guy who always sits next to me, and then there's a big black guy with long hair. We just chatted outside of the classroom for like 20 minutes. At first it was just me and the white guy who sits next to me, and we joked around and stuff, and he was really confident, he's really feeling himself, he's really hyped, and I talked about adrenal glands, and he's like, you want me to show you some adrenaline? And then he did a backflip. He told me to hold his phone and like whatever, like his mask, not even his mask, I forgot, but he did a backflip right in front of me. And I guess I was just kind of tired, but I didn't react dramatically. I feel like if I was to, you know, be polite, I would have to react dramatically to it. You know, Californisms. But it was crazy. He just did a backflip right in front of me. I'm like, yo! And then later we all like, you know, chatted and talked about the exam and how well we did and how we messed up a little bit and all that stuff. I also spoke with the professor quite a bit today. Like, I raised my hand in the middle of the exam because there's a really tricky MC question, and I don't know if it's a trick question or not. And then the professor sort of confirmed it for me, even though she didn't give away anything. The question was, there are 20 zones in this area. There are 20 mating zones, and each mating zone has 50 of 50 animals, like 50 of a species of animals in a 17-meter square area. So how many animals are there? Like, how many of this species are there in this area? 50 times 20 is 1,000. That's it. That 17 is a red herring, you know, or maybe I'm just overthinking. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for today. Went back home. That's it. When I went to the campus today, to the main campus, I actually ran into the Thai boy. So I said hi to him. He saw me first. She was like, hi, and there were 2 girls beside him, and I didn't know how to react. I was masked up. I was listening to music. I was completely blocked, and I was wearing like all black and gray, and I looked so like fucked, you know. But the Thai boy was like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and then the girls laughed because it was such a random greeting. I just I don't know. Again, just the same few thoughts. Okay. There's one pretty interesting thought, and that is, I've never actually shown, like, my personal side to Cliff and Leslie, but right now I do consider Cliff and Leslie to be a close friend. Like, I added them onto my Instagram close friends list, like, a week ago. Like, I keep on giving myself arguments saying, oh, you know what, it's totally fine. Look at these 2 people. Look at these couples. They fall in love with each other, in love, because they found each other, they're nice to each other, they think each other is cute, they're like, let's start dating, sure, and then boom. It's so easy and simple for them. I don't have to make it that difficult and hard. But then I also see countless numbers of people who are platonic. And it's also entirely okay, and in fact, stay being friends forever is actually a lot safer than like dating, because an ugly breakup is going to ruin the relationship forever. So I have arguments in my fucking head, you know?